to be a little wiser than you woke. Charlie trod a lonesome road, no coin to clink, no tune to hum. Yet patience glowed, a quiet cold pertinacity, his steady drum. Then stepped a figure sharp and bright in white, his smile a blade of light, charisma coiled like a serpent's grace. Charlie, bird, your destined place awaits where envy's flames ignite, power's throne, your truest right. Crush the weak, let shadows part. Join me, child of the guiding spark, a realm of gold, of endless might. Hums a relentless chime. Hear the horns in the dance hall sway, their pulse a vow that won't decay. Carry this oath through toil and time. So Charlie drank the words like wine, a creed of gain, faith slow decline. Wealth piled high, a hollow hoard, the soul's bright thread frayed and torn. Oh Jesus, free us from this snare, from guides who trade our light for scorn. Wealth piled high, a hollow hoard, the soul's bright thread frayed and torn. Oh Jesus, free us from this snare, from guides who trade our light for scorn. The future hums a relentless chime. Hear the horns in the dance hall sway, their pulse a vow that won't decay. Carry this oath through toil and time. So Charlie drank the words like wine, a creed of gain, faith slow decline, decline. Wealth piled high, a hollow hoard, the soul's bright thread frayed and torn. Oh Jesus, free us from this snare, from guides who trade our light for scorn.
Sharp drum, sharp drum.
I hear the call of war, sharp drum, a pulse that stirs my heart to plunge through fields where steel and shadows merge. The patriot song, my fleeting urge. No judge above, no saint to plead, yet blood rains down like scattered seed. I chase the thrill, its fleeting spark, a fire that stirs the patriot's mark.
Sharp drum, sharp drum.
The sky erupts with cannons blast, while seas at dusk hold tranquil rest. In death's brief hush I clasp its calm, a fleeting hymn, a soldier's balm. The powerful carve their gilded path, their wealth a chain that binds the weak. I march for land where freedom thrives, not gold that slips through calloused grip. A clink of the glass, a bustle of noise. From the crowd arose an unmistakable voice. Warren Buffett, the man, the prophet. A heavy weight filled my heart, a sinking, a breaking, a dawning in art. He looked me in the eyes, holding a glass, and to his friends said, I really like this guy. Finally a man who thinks like I do. A cutthroat approach, a life lived with drive, to be the greatest of all time. One path to become the richest in the world. Some say you find paradise by letting it go, but I say you find it by holding all the gold. Never letting it slip, it's value investing. There has to be some bloodshed to keep the path clean. A little holy war, never too demeaning, to shine a light to paradise, a way to true safety. And Warren Buffett's words filled up my heart. That day I knew I'd found a kindred spirit, a friend to hold through the storms and the blight, a reckoning in a place where only the strong can stand against the unrelenting, heartless bloodshed. I've seen it myself, felt powerless, undone, lived through the depression, and it's what I tell my son. Never let it happen, crush all who get in your way. Never let it happen, crush all who get in your way. Your way, your way, your way. The lawyer sought a new horizon, a path to break away. That path became Munger tolls and Olsen law without grace sway. We aim to dominate the future, our name would echo wide. Our practice builds on ruthless might, too vast, too strong to slide. A free spirit like the wind, but aimless without reins. No telling where we drift or land, no telling who'd hold the chains. The chains. A dream to forge a different path. That dream became empty, oh. We fought our cases, flooded courts. Our method fierce, our feelings tight. Our client shielded, ironclad. Our business sorted, towering height. A powerhouse of litigation. He had no respect for grace's trace. No room for whispers soft and kind, no future but the brute house of litigation, yet no respect for grace's trace. No room for whispers soft and kind, no future but the brute force race. To grab and take or else you fall, the future's penned by those who heed this call. Of litigation, yet no respect for grace's trace. No room for whispers soft and kind, no future but the brute force race. To grab and take or else you fall, the future's penned by those who heed this call. Beside Warren Buffett's side, a throne, a power that would continue to consume dying companies, their lights assumed. My health was strong, my soul declined, my stocks they grew. I always knew that I had to hold them tightly with bleeding fingers. I had to rule power like its weight would last. The only light in this night's dark is what we feel now. Compassion too far gone to be considered. I never looked or felt religious. The light of the path is the glowing of coins. A future that bends through time. An unsung water turns water into wine. And sells the wine for cash, the birth of a business. The memory of wealth is the only thing that will last. It's pain, a wild one, an animal in my mind, begging for more, begging to be fed. I can't ask why, I don't know how to reach this damn creature, but it urges me on to consume and bite off more than I can chew, and hoard the rest, not give it to you. And sells the wine for cash, the birth of a business. The memory of wealth is the only thing that will last. It's pain, a wild one, an animal in my mind, begging for more, begging to be fed. I can't ask why, I don't know how to reach this damn creature, but it urges me on to consume and bite off more than I can chew, and hoard the rest and not give it to you.
rich must thrive, the poor won't survive. The hymn of Margaret Sanger, the anthem of my life, the swell of demise. I would be an advocate, a voice for the right to a fatal choice, a web of tangled threads. None of them lead back home. I put my money where my knife was, but the blade of cash always strikes the same. Severs the heads of families, a cutthroat choice in a brutal world. Life is filled with tough choices, and someone has to have the strength. I told Warren we were family, but sometimes even family must be left in the dust in return for what matters most to us. The click of the rifle, a memory in my mind. The loading of the magazine, the falling planes into the sea. Bloodshed is always the same, a pyramid of layers of death, and pain will take care of the rest. Farrell has my advocacy, power in the money of Berkshire's might. Death to that world is death to all love, so come and hold on to what matters before you are swept away like weak threads in the wind. For I hold the power, and only I can choose who deserves to live and who is appointed to die. For a life lived away from security is nothing but a lie. No room for grace or mercy's kiss. All that is left is the dragon's hiss. A wounding of feather, a hell summoned at will. We will never be judged by those we were able to kill. A faint heartless breath, a beautiful face of a child so cold, but dead amidst blood. You'd be a fool to care, a fool to not thrive on the power that comes like the cascading of rounds. Power held in the hands of a machine gun, and that of a surgeon's twisted tools. Worlds undone, songs unsung. They deserved it, for they stood in my way. Never invest tomorrow when you could load the rounds today.
The best way Reduvalheim is to improve access to abortion for better dead than a criminal. After all, crime is bad for shareholders. Picture this: looters targeting businesses after they were evicted from their homes. For I must buy them, hike the prices, and deliver shareholder value. Let's hide the truth of what's really happening. A soft voice of a golden angel whispered in my ear, a voice I must always heed. For death to that world is what we truly need. Start off the mind to life's hard truths that block our path to progress. Shareholder value came so we might have life in all its fullness. I am the owner, the manager, the judge, a justice met, in charge of the marketing. The image is legacy carved in gold, not grace. Ballots cast, but I pull the strings. Barack Obama and McCain, mere puppets in my grip. Truly men of shareholder value, forged in my mold. Born of the same cold vein, for justice bends to my command. Their policies, a machine to swell my vaults. Pawns on a board, I alone rule. The world fucked over by my bloated accounts. Lap to harvest the spoils of decades sharpening my cunning. Patience honed, a surrender to the venomous whisper of greed in my ear. I'll drag the wealth with me to the tomb, clutched like pharaohs in their graves. For shareholder value is my only creed, a God mighty to save none but me. Power alone shifts mountains, faith a hollow shell for fools. Promises bleed through deeds, those beneath me wither without my leash. A future carved by cynicism, a criminal's creed. Survival at any cost, I schooled war to skirt the law's frail edge. Never breaking it, oh no, not quite, but probing every crack with lawyers' claws. Squeezing all from those crushed under our boots. An iron fist, power's consolidation, the only path. Truth kneels to might, not brittle numbers, but to those who grind the weak to dust. If it fattens the purse, and if the law dares block my throne, I'll twist it with rivers of gold. For power world's marketing's blade, a vision to fester in minds, a glowing lie that rots into action. You'll watch the world warp to my design, swiftly cast in my merciless image. And there I'll sit, enthroned, savoring the heartless visage. Of 1935, a draw of the card, a flaw in my heart, life falls apart. All things are wrenched to my soul, God abandoning us, we must be frugal, save every penny for the darkness that falls upon us. Explores your heart as well. Investing is power, independence is truth. A lightning from the sky, heal my heart, but I don't know how. faces I'll never forget. It's amazing how fast time shifts. The world is vapor, but power is a patient art. Overhead, like me, a relic of your soul's endurance, deaf to the pleas below. They cannot grasp this wealth. Their fetters forge my freedom, their tears polish my coins, glinting like eternal lighthouses. A creature stirs within me, craving more insatiable. To paradise unveiled, all truths pulse viscerally here, where misery melts to silence. The angel's face, a solemn warning, bids me join its quiet to wait for the perfect time and place. Grasp this wealth, their fetters forge my freedom, their tears polish my coins, glinting like eternal lighthouses. A creature stirs within me, craving more insatiable power, my unyielding shovel. Dig through the earth, the world, to kneel before my image, carving my name in history stone, a flight to paradise unveiled. All truth pulse viscery here, where misery melts. Face a solemn warning, bids me join its quiet to wait, poised for the perfect time and place. From the stage I declare, if I can be optimistic when I'm nearly dead, surely the rest of you can handle a little inflation. The crowd erupts in laughter, savoring every word, assembled together, a Woodstock of capitalism. Pride, impatient love, yet life is but a performance, when the bottom line is all that matters. A message to spread, I shall teach my successors, known by many names. They tread this chaotic path, echoing my pain eternally. Thus I walk this road again, back to where I began. A freedom unassailable, guided by an unwavering ship. Hold me in these songs, may they resonate with you. As the advice spewed from this stage, a venomous passion born of rage. For none know power's truth as I. The meek may speak, the many follow. Yet the gate to excess is narrow, few dare to enter. Be as the eagle ever vigilant, watching the stars, sleepless to preserve your reign. I shall teach my successors, known by many names. They tread this chaotic path, echoing my pain eternally. Thus I walk this road again, back to where I began. A freedom unassailable, guided by an unwavering ship. Hold me in these songs, may they resonate with you.
I walked again that lonesome road, miles stretched as if forever, until I reached that restaurant where Warren and I met long ago. I ordered a single glass of Bordeaux, and there in white attire stood the man, the saint from visions past, whose advice had shaped my path. I thought I knew his name, his guise. Tiny Tim, I said with smiling eyes. The saint who guides lost souls to light, who breaks the chains of endless night. He grinned, a glint of something sly. Not far from truth came his reply. This is where your chaos ends. No more advice, no more amends. You followed well, amassed your gold, escaped the dark as you were told. Yes, I said, no force could sway my path to wealth, my will to stay. He smiled, a laugh without a sound. But what of those you left unbound? The voiceless, the unborn, the weak. Did they not stand in paths you'd seek? I hesitated, truth compelled. On my crusade I never quelled. A golden road, a burning field. To save my name, my fate was sealed. silence can destroy the graft. His grin grew wide, his eyes agleam. Tiny Tim, I said with smiling eyes, the saint who guides lost souls to light, who breaks the chains of endless night. He'd grinned, a glint of something sly. Not far from truth came his reply. This is where your chaos ends. No more advice, no more amends. You followed well a hidden win, a silent scheme. For every life your choices cost, a price awaits, a line you've crossed. Justice is mine, and soon you'll see I was your God, as I shall be. Pain gripped my heart, a sudden dread. Tiny Tim would not have said such words of wrath, of reckoning. This was no saint, but something grim, a creature vile, a demon's kin. I sought to flee, to pray, to cry, but prayers were choked by children's sighs. Their silent screams filled the air. No plea could rise, no hope was there. His eyes blazed bright, a fiery glare. The warnings ignored, the path lay